what are Alex Kurdecha's chances against Levan? Guys, as you all know, we just recently had the final clash between Devon and Levan, which were known to be the top 1 and the top 2. And after we had Levan just running through Devon once again, we just had the very top 1 and super heavyweight champion having to drop down to the top 2. Although, as much as Devon was believed to be the strongest person and the only one that could challenge Levan, Devon, after the match, has pointed out to a present name on the event that day. And I'm talking about Alex Kurdecha. And on that day, Alex has made his comeback on the right arm to face one of the best top rollers in the world, which is Georgi Cvetkov. And Georgi was actually injured. Apparently he broke his leg. And as he walks towards the table, we can definitely see that he isn't feeling alright. Well, Alex just came ferocious for the win, and he did win. So, as some of us know, Georgi was on the top 10, while Kurdecha wasn't, since he hasn't competed on the right arm in years. But by beating someone who was on the list, he managed to get himself on it, and now, Alex Kurdecha is on the top 7. And if we actually look to who is above him, well, we have Prudnik, who only last fought on his right arm against Devon ages ago, Genadi, that is yet to make a comeback after his injury, and Jerry, who has been demolished by Ermes. So let's just say Alex is able to go through them to be considered the top 4. Then Alex would be behind Ermes, Devon, and Levan. And you know, if we go back a couple of years, Kurdecha has beaten Ermes, and he did it quite convincingly actually. But a bit of time later, on a sparring, Ermes looked much more superior than him. But on this scenario we're making, let's say Alex could do the same that he did on the past against Ermes. Then Alex would get on the top 3. And here's where things would really toughen up for Alex, since now he would need to face Devon. And as we know, Devon is very tricky, and if he can get a Holia, he can do wonders from there. So this is exactly where I think Alex should embrace a couple of things. Like, Alex is a massive guy. On this last East vs West we had, Alex showed up weighing in around 150 kilo, which by the way is 15 kilos less than what he showed up to face Morozov on the left arm. So I guess Alex has cut weight to increase his stamina. But anyways, as I was saying, Alex is a big guy indeed. Although, if we look to his arm wrestling, we'll see that Alex mostly relies on his unique top roll and side pressure. And it's amazing, you know, it's very effective. But as we saw in the past, when Alex faced a stronger Dave Chafee, he couldn't get the center and he got totally steamrolled by Dave there. So, knowing who Levan is, knowing that Levan's top roll, side pressure, and pretty much everything is superior, just walking in to have a match with him, you shouldn't only count with your standards, meaning that you have to match him up on something, and that something, in my opinion, needs to be arm strength. Of course, not match, but, you know, have a strong arm, just like Ermes had. You see, when we look at Alex, he indeed has a huge frame and size, but when you look at his arms, you can definitely notice that they could be a little bit stronger. I remember thinking that Alex would just run through Morozov, both because Alex had good records on the left arm, and because Morozov just returned from health problems. But on the match, which by the way is one of my favorite matches of recent times, Morozov showed up with a pretty strong and massive arm. So, like that, he forces Alex into a hook. And by forcing him, Morozov gets a hold of Alex's massive side pressure, just with the strength of his arm. Morozov was 130 kilo and Kurdecha was 165 kilo. So in my opinion, if Kurdecha would like to give Levan a big fight, or even give Devon a big fight, he should indeed invest in getting a bigger and stronger arm. In that way, I think not only his top roll will get more effective, but his hook will get better as well. Because if Alex tried to hook Levan today, well, we are aware that Levan has the strongest arms in the game, so it wouldn't really bother him. But what about you guys? What do you think Alex has to do to prepare for Levan? Leave down in the comments, and thank you so much for watching.